hello, hello. Welcome to Mooncakes Podcast with Liz and Debbs, episode 49.
Hey, everyone.
What is up, people? Man, it's been pouring like crazy. It's been raining cats and dogs these past days.
I don't want to do anything.
Yeah, it's like
when it's raining.
But Southern California, so it's kind of, I mean, as everyone always says, we could use the rain.
We could use the rain, but also everyone else in our country knows that Californians, like, everything stops.
Yeah.
Everyone else, like in Chicago and stuff, it's just like, it's just rain, you know?
Yeah.
But for us, it's just like everything stops. We're like, never mind, we'll cancel everything.
And like nobody knows how to drive in the rain.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
All these accidents. When my sister was coming down for Christmas, she says she's like hit like there's like so many accidents along the way.
Yeah, I just passed by. There's like a body shop like nearby the post office, nearby your house.
Yes,
it was unusually packed.
Oh yeah,
like they had cars coming. Like it was just packed with cars. It's so weird because we pass by that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So it was. I was just like, no, we're not driving in the rain.
Yeah.
No way. Just don't.
So,
You may drive well, but no one else does.
Yeah, exactly. It's the people around you.
Mm-hmm,
It's like you just never know. So yeah. Well, it's Christmas has passed. It's now all getting ready for New Year's Eve, but it's gonna be a quiet one for us.
The 27th. Yeah, we were going to like hang out and have like a thing
small,
over in Long Beach.
Yeah, like a small gathering, but it's definitely not happening.
But Omicron has attacked the friends.
Yeah, it's spreading, man. Like we've known quite a bit of people now that some close friends that got COVID.
Yeah,
the Omicron variant, and it's definitely no joke. I feel like it's a lot more contagious than the other ones. But yeah, just a lot of people have been getting it, and
what kind of everyone was starting to believe that. It was trying to
out of
turn
the woods
normal, and then
bam.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy how quickly this virus, COVID, has evolved. And it just keeps evolving, and it's like we're chasing this new variant every time of strand of COVID, and it's like, you're just wondering, like, I mean, there's really no end to it, it seems like.
Well, you know what? We watched something very festive. It was about plagues on Christmas. Like, I was doing some work on the computer, so Joseph put on whatever, and it was about plagues. And it goes back into history about the Spanish flu, the Black Plague, and just the battle between humans and viruses.
Yeah.
And all that. And I mean, some of the flus or plagues, I mean, they went on for years, like a decade sometimes. But I mean, we're in the future now. It's they were recognizing COVID. It was a more recent, relevant kind of coverage on viruses and stuff. So yes, we're a lot faster at
responding,
engineering. And antibiotics and all that stuff, and it's just the way that it showed. It was like it's a way for humans to evolve. Yes, a lot of people will unfortunately pass away.
Yes,
and it happens. But I mean, even it was crazy. Like the Spanish flu took like 500 million people within the time that there was no vaccine or anything.
Oh, wow.
Or it was either Spanish flu or Black Plague or one of those or something. But it was just really crazy, and I hope everyone, please protect yourself.
Protect yourself.
I mean, I went out to go Korean barbecue, and that's why Debbie's wearing a mask.
Yes.
But today's like the last day I'm going to go out, and just be careful, everybody.
But like, me and Donna grabbed takeout today. So who knows? Like maybe it's not good to get takeout either,
Yeah.
So I'm wearing this mask not just for you, but also for myself. Like what if I have, it's just like one of those things where
you just never know. It's kind of like one of those virus movies.
Yes.
Where just like you see all these scenarios of people just living life. And just they get it like on their hand. And
yeah,
they
it
touch
just shows
themselves when they go like work out or something.
Yeah. Anything
can happen. Airborne, it just is unfortunate, but I know we're gonna all get through it in the end. And yeah, I mean, it sucks, but I mean, Debbie has some good news.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, when I told you off camera, like the last time I saw you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
do you want to share it, or is it
totally.
still under?
No, it's not under wraps. It's just a festival that I entered a couple years back. They have a YouTube channel called the Shorts Network, and they want to have my short film on their YouTube channel. So it's not it's in the works right now. So I'll definitely let everyone know when to view it. But yeah, it'll be hopefully more eyes, and everybody will able to see my short film that I created a few years back with a team of people called Ready. And it's about my mental health journey with living with bipolar disorder. And it's it's fictional, so but not like it's based on like just how I felt and everything, and just kind of my feelings of living with bipolar. So and I just created this short film out of it. But so yeah, so when it comes out again, I will definitely let everyone know when it premieres on their channel, and you guys can view it. If you haven't
comment
viewed it yet.
on it. Comment on it. And if you did view it, you can view it again so you can support her.
Yes.
Through it. Yeah, that would be great. And I mean, I'm super excited for you. I think that's really great because I mean, you made this 2 years ago.
Yeah, a couple years.
And
yes, 2 years or 3 years now.
2 or 3 years ago.
2018 is when it was like I entered
3 years
festival,
ago. But it's pretty amazing because I mean, the way that you guys shot it and edited it, it still looks very fresh.
Yeah.
It still looks like they just like did it. They just wrapped it up and stuff.
Mm-hmm,
So
exactly.
I'm really, really excited for this. And this channel has a lot of subscribers.
Yeah,
it has like 55,000 subscribers.
Exactly.
So it's super exciting.
Yes,
and,
I'm stoked about it.
Go, man. I mean, even though we have all this like news about Omicron, I'm really glad that
that's a little,
that happened.
Like some glimmer of silver linings happening here and there, and things are happening, and that kind of came out of the blue. So I'm glad that that's going on, and other than that, I mean, that's kind of like the major thing that's happening.
It's a nice Christmas gift.
Yeah, it is. It really is. It's like when I created that short film initially, like I just wanted to just put my thoughts and my feelings out there, and just not be afraid and have this shame that I'm living with bipolar. Like I just knew making the short film would be really cathartic for me and help me just be therapeutic, just help me like resolve my issues within myself. And just again, with the shame, dealing with all that, I just didn't want to deal with it anymore. Like didn't want to deal with it secretly anymore. And just was like, all right, if I make this short film, it will just put it out there in the light, and just hopefully others who are going through some mental health struggles or have been or have in the past, they have something that will watch it and will think like, oh, I'm not alone. Or people who have never experienced it can be like, oh, so that's what it's like, or at least for her, how it is like living bipolar or mental health struggles, and have some empathy. So I really like New Year's is when I really want to, just be more of a mental health advocate even more, and volunteer, and
which you are going to, right? You just got a call back.
Yeah. I still have to, again, in the works, I mean, it's the holidays right now, so everyone's kind of like not like answering, but I'm kind of in the works of like trying to volunteer at some mental health organizations to just see if I can help out at the center, or even become a mentor, or become peer-to-peer, whatever it is I can get myself into, and just be part of the conversation, and socialize with others who have mental health struggles.
I think that's when you told me that, you gave me a lot of good news, on the day that we had my little art show here at the house. Yeah, she came early, and she told me the good news, and I was like, wow, that's really awesome that your movie, your short film is getting picked up by this channel. And also, like, she was telling me, she really wanted to get involved with like mental health and all that, and be an advocate, and you're making it work.
Yes.
You're making it,
doing it.
Yeah, you're doing it.
Instead of just thinking about it, I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna actually
just do it. Just
reach
do it.
out and also be part of that. So that's kind of what's going on. And
awesome.
Yeah, but what's going on with you, Liz? You say you got some
quite
a bit of things to tell.
Are you ready for this ride?
I am ready for this ride.
Okay, guys. Last week, if you guys heard our podcast, we talk about like accepting the circumstances of what's going on. And really, I got tested like crazy. I do not know. Maybe I'm getting all these things happening to me because I have more content to talk about. But so, okay, on Christmas Eve, I worked, not too late because everything closes. So I was working. I need to get my hours, and also it's my first couple of weeks back working for UberEats. So I just kind of wanted to like get in the loop of things. So I'm working, and I get a drop off. So I pick up the food. I go into this kind of like I know the area. It's on like Beach Street, and it's like this smaller apartment area, and I go in, and you can already kind of tell it's like kind of low income, which I have nothing against, but like, you just kind of have to be a little bit more careful in this area. So I go in there, and it smells like cigarettes and bubble gum or something.
Okay.
But you go in, and the customer seems really nice, and he told me that it's on the second floor. So I go on the second floor, and this hallway is tiny. It's not like one of your larger, more modern style apartment homes where like they have large hallways to walk through. It's smaller. So like when I put my arms out, I'm already touching the walls
on
either side. So I go down the hall, and I'm looking for 229. And right across from it is 239. There's another door right across the way, and they're very close to each other. And I knock on 229, and I don't get an answer, right? I keep on knocking, and the door on my right, which is 239, the door that I'm not trying to, knock on, it just swings open, right? It swings open, and my God, there is a dirty man that's like over 6'3" standing there.
Yeah.
And he's like, come on. Come in. And he's like dirty. He looks like a peasant, like medieval. Like he's like, he's got like dirt on his face, and like he kind of has like a buzz cut hair and like a dirty like beard. And he was like, come on in. I'm like, oh no, I'm trying to knock on this door, 229. This is the unit I'm looking for. And he's like, no, just come in. And I was like, holy fuck.
Come in.
Yeah, come in. And I look in his, so what it is, these apartments are tiny little studios. And I look at it, it's dirty and dark in his apartment because he has the door wide open.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of like not panicking, but I'm just like, I know I'm on alert, right?
Yeah, you're on your guard.
See this dirty, dark room, and there's trash everywhere that's filled up. It just looks like outside. Like outside next to the trash bin. And I'm like, why the fuck would I go in there? And then you see a little bit deeper into this room, there's like a table that's pushed against to this, the short side is pushed against to the wall. And there's like an old woman like sitting there.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, what the fuck? And he keeps on telling me to come in. And I'm like, no, I'm not coming in. And finally, I was about to leave. And then the guy, my customer, opens his door.
Yeah.
Normal Hispanic guy.
Yeah.
Like our age, maybe younger, 28. And his room's clean. It's like a two different worlds contrasting.
Yeah.
And I was just like, this guy keeps on telling me to go into his room. And he was like, yeah. And I give him his food, and it's basically saying, yeah, I know I live across from crazy crackheads.
Oh my God.
And I was like, oh fuck, okay. I was like, here's your food, and I leave, and they both close their doors. And I hear the crackhead lady, the old lady that's inside the room. She's like, fuck that bitch, and you could hear it ringing through the hallway.
Oh my gosh.
Like she didn't want to come and smoke out with us. Like, fuck that bitch. And I was like,
You're working, ma'am. Like, I'm working, ma'am. I have a job. I'm doing my, like, I'm not here to play.
Yeah, and honestly, like, yes, I used to smoke meth, but I never got to a point where, like, I'm smoking it out, like, in that kind of condition, in that environment. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like even if I even tried so hard to get to that point, like, it would be hard for me to get to that point. Like, I'm so anal.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I like being in a clean environment. You know what I mean? But don't don't smoke meth ever. Just don't do it.
Don't do it, kids.
Don't do it.
Adults, kids.
Don't do it. It's a total waste of time. Total waste of time. So that happened on New Year's Eve, and then I called Joseph, and I was like, ah! I was like, oh my god! I got so scared because he was so big.
Yeah.
Big white guy. And dirty. So dirty. Like, so dirty. I can't believe.
Like, I'm just confused. Like, this guy just wanted you to hang out with them?
Yeah. Like, that's what like, crackheads do. Like, they want more people to get hooked on it and smoke together. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, that's kind of like what like real druggies do. Like, I used to go and just like, we used to just hang out with druggies, and then it came to a point where I was just like, I don't want to hang out with these people anymore.
Yeah.
But I never hung out with like that like level where it's like they're not cleaning themselves. There's trash everywhere.
Lost in their world.
Yeah, and it's just like weird, but like, yeah, I escaped that. That was really crazy.
Oof.
And I was like, wow, that was a wild adventure, and I just took off. You know, I was just
oh my gosh,
that happened, and then took off Christmas because nothing's open.
Yeah.
And then yesterday, I was like, dude, I really want to, you know, I don't want to, I want to be committed to working again. So I get out at 11:30, work all day until 10:30 or something, right? I'm working. The thing about UberEats is that they do other kinds of deliveries, like for Walmart and for Postmates and for Macari. So if you want to get an item that you bought online, you can get it the same day.
Oh,
and Uber handles that.
Oh, wow.
So I decided, because it's new for me, and I just got back on Uber not too long ago. I was like, okay, I'll do it. So I even drove all the way to LA to drop off something, came back home.
Oh, wow.
And I was kind of tired. I was pretty tired because, I mean, like, driving from 11:30, took a small break, got back on at 5, worked until 10:30 and stuff. And, you know, driving over 230 miles or something like that.
Wow,
yeah. So it's like, it's a lot of driving. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to do a couple more. Joseph was charging his car. So he was like, hey, how about I keep you company? So I pick him up, and we go make the delivery. We go pick up whatever I was supposed to pick up, and it was at Del Taco. You know, the one that we used to go to a lot when we were young? So I go pick that up, and the person only bought one snack taco.
Oh, wow.
One snack taco. And we're just like, that's weird. And so I'm just like, whatever, you know, whatever they want. I took the snack taco, and it was like a small, tiny paper bag, like this small. They wanted me to deliver it. And I'm like, okay. And then my next hit was Tommy Burger. So I go to Tommy Burger, and we pick it up. And we're dropping it off in Westminster. So we're driving down, and I keep on getting a phone call. And I usually don't pick up any phone calls. Just because, like, it just makes a lot of confusion. Sometimes I've had, like, customers verbally abuse me on the phone, so I just don't pick up the phone usually. But last night, for some reason, because I know the exact reason, because we analyzed it. I have a fear of losing my job, and I want to do everything in my possible power to, you know, accommodate the customer.
Yeah.
Because I mean, Doordash just they got on my case and fired me for maybe things like that, like not picking up my phone when a customer is calling. So out of fear, I picked up the phone.
Yeah.
And I got caught off guard at first because it really sounded like this crazy sugar daddy that I used to know. So that kind of like disorientated me. Plus, I was tired from driving all day.
Yeah.
And so this person is saying that they're Uber support, and that whoever the customer that I'm dropping off the order to, they used a fraudulent card. So this was new to me. Like, I've had support call me before, but they never said that it was a fraudulent. They used a fraudulent credit card to order it. So I'm like, oh, okay, this must be urgent. If they use a fraudulent card, okay. And then I was like, can I have your information? Because I don't know if this is, how do I know that this is from Uber? And plus I was driving. I was kind of frazzled, like, you know, and they kept on saying, okay, like, you cannot deliver this food. And I'm like, okay, that's understandable.
Yeah.
And then they're like, I need you, ma'am, to do a couple different steps. So I pull over, and of course, Joseph's suspicious. He's like, what? Why do they like? And then they kept on asking me for some like information and stuff like that. And I thought it was legit because they knew my email, and they used the Uber logo and everything to send me email. So I'm like, if this is a scammer, like, how do they know my email?
The best way to know is also, because it's easy to get your email sometimes, but to see where it says Uber maybe, but select the Uber address and it'll show you their email address. And if it's like a weird symbols and stuff like that, that's a scam.
They called me at a bad time because like it was at the end of the day, I was super tired, and I you know what, I just didn't, out of fear, I just listened to whatever they said. And they told me, I was like, but am I gonna get paid for this? Like, I just picked up 2 orders. Like, you want me to cancel this? And he told me to cancel both orders, and told me that I will get the credit if I input something.
Whoa, Liz, stop!
No,
no, oh, no.
No, but usually when DoorDash, when I was on because okay, think about it. I've been out of the job for 3 months.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm super tired, and I've never experienced this kind of call, because usually if I've been called by scammers on DoorDash, and I hung up immediately. But it was just because, and I have more empathy for people who get scammed now. Before I used to think they're like fucking idiots, but I can see now, like, if you get people at a certain time, they're vulnerable, and you know it. Even they said in the forums, they said that scammers are getting really creative.
Yeah.
There's so many people that are getting scammed. So I input the numbers, and I give them the codes and stuff. And I was like, wait, could I get your information one more time, your badge number and your, you know, whatever, because he said it before, and I wanted to get it on recording. And then he was like, okay, good luck. And then hung up.
Oh, gosh.
And I look at my weekly earnings, they took everything and left me in 50-cent debt. So because instant pay, you have to pay extra 50 cents. So they took all my earnings, which was $344 plus the 50 cents. And I felt like just fuck. Like, you know what I mean? It wasn't because usually I'll have like 1,000 in there. So it could have been worse.
It could have been worse.
But at that time,
at that moment, it's just like a kick in the guts, man.
It's just like, fuck, dude. Why? I could not believe that this happened to me. Like, you know what I mean? It was basically, I was thinking out of being, because I was fatigued, and it was out of fear that I picked up the phone, because I never usually pick up any phone calls that I don't know who they are. And all the customers, they contact me through messages, through the app.
Text.
Through text, through the app.
Yeah, through the app.
Yeah, just through the app, and that's it. But it's because of my split second thinking with, you know, because of fear, I picked that up, and you're tired.
And I was tired. And you're just like, what?
They just
What's
gave
going
me
on?
a different scenario, and I was driving, and I was like,
And Joseph was next to you the whole
He
time?
was next to me, and he was asking me, like, just hang up. And of course, we fought after that because he was just like, fuck, like, I should have taken the phone and just hung up for you. And, like, of course, there was, like, my failure and then his failure as, like, being my partner. And but we were both so tired from the day. You know, like, it was hard work that day. Like, I made $150 and it was just all gone in a split second. You know what I mean? This person took it. And man, was it tough to swallow that at first? I was just like, damn, you know, like, why was I fucking stupid? And you just feel so dumb. And you just really feel like you have so much, like, bad luck, or, you know, something's trying to come in after you and get you. And it's just like all that paranoia comes back to you and stuff. But yes, it stung a lot, and it was hard, the drive back to go charge, and just knowing that I mean, I didn't work that much. I only worked 15 hours, but it's fucking
still
15
hours,
fucking hours. You know what I mean? So we go back, and I'm calling Uber, and it seems from the forums like they don't care.
Yeah.
They're not gonna replace your earnings, nothing. But I reported it anyway, and just I feel like last podcast gave me, like, some strength to just be like, hey, just accept it.
Yeah.
And I'm not letting this get me down. I am gonna get out of bed.
Yeah.
And I'm going to start my day anew, and no one got hurt.
No one got hurt. Yeah, exactly.
Both of our cars are fine. We didn't get an accident. We both have each other. We have a home to come to. It's all good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not all good, but
things could be worse.
Yeah, things could be worse. And, like, I feel sad for this person that has to scheme their way for a living. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think they're a horrible person. I just think it's circumstances.
Yeah.
It's fucked up and mean because, you know, like, Uber drivers are really hard workers, and they work really long hours. And I'm just glad it wasn't. I mean, a lot of people get scammed, but I mean, I guess I'm not in, like, a terrible position, but it still stings that I fell for it and stuff.
So did you change all your information?
Yeah, I
your
changed
codes,
all my information and stuff, and, you know, of course, you're annoyed with yourself, but I was like, you know what? It could have been worse. It could have been like $1,200.
Yeah.
So that happened, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna get up today, and I'm going to talk with you, and I'm gonna tell everyone that's listening, like,
can happen to anyone.
Shit happens. I empathize with you. If you got scammed, yes, you're gonna scream at yourself and tell yourself you're stupid, but you're gonna dust yourself off. You're gonna get up, and you're gonna get a move on, because the only way you are going to pick yourself back up is actually moving with the day. And that's why we got up early, and we went to go pick persimmons at our friend David's, at David's house.
Yeah.
And got to go eat at Mr. Barbecue. And I mean, gonna do some work tonight. But I mean, yeah, I just want to share that crazy thing that happened. It's just so crazy, because you look at your phone and your earnings, you have like $344, and you're like, oh yeah, that'd be nice to have that in your account and stuff, because, you know, I am not really doing that great financially right now, especially if I've been out of work for like 3 months. It's just like, oh, I'm gonna have that in my account, and then it's like, bam, someone took it. Someone took your hard-earned money. So, but I'm here now, and I'm showing everyone that I'm not going to break. Usually this would put me in a downward spiral.
Easily, yeah. That could, for anyone.
Yeah. Like, I know it's not a crazy amount of money.
No, it's not it's not the money. It's just the principle and the whole idea that you work so hard.
Yeah.
Just for somebody to scheme and, like, scam you. It's just like, you feel low. You feel stupid. You feel like, oh, I can't believe I let this happen to me.
Yeah.
You know, like, if only I wasn't so tired, or if only I
wasn't fear driven.
Fear driven. Like, you try to come up with all these reasons of, like, oh, if only this. But, you know, it happened, and
it happened.
You can't change what happened. But what you can change is your perspective on it.
Yeah.
And your take on it. And you honestly have the best perspective on it. Basically saying like, hey, I'm not gonna let this get me down and like let me, spiral downwards and stay in bed all day and just like, oh, some people would just be like, why even work at all? Like, why even try? I mean, I quit this.
Well, I said that to myself right after it happened.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh, like in the car, just like, fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're going to have to go through that emotion. I'm not going to be like,
oh,
everything is great.
No.
I am so Buddha. They want to take one of your shoes? Toss them your other shoe. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be like zen about it. It was really hard. And especially you hear the stories all the time. But like, man, oh man, when it hits you, you're just like, fuck, I read this kind of shit. And it happened to me. Like, I mean, I'm not the smartest person ever, but like I can see now, I can empathize now for those who are driven by fear and are tired. It depends on what day you catch them in, how vulnerable they are. You don't know what happened to them, and they're just looking for that little like space of vulnerability.
Oh yeah,
and then they latch onto it. But I feel bad for them, honestly, for these people that really. Do you think they really like they feel alive when they do this? I mean, of course, adrenaline is rushing, but do you think it's fulfilling?
No, it's
in
definitely not fulfilling for them. But they're still fucking assholes for doing it.
They're fucking assholes.
They're still assholes for doing it. Like I, that's just a sad way to live your life. It's to scam and cheat other people to make money. That's just like no way to live. But that's the life they choose, and they choose to make a dishonest living.
Yeah,
and. Just karma. Like it's gonna come back to them.
Karma, yeah. And maybe it could be karma for me too. Maybe I'm paying for something that I've, because you guys know that my past is not squeaky clean. I've done a lot of things that were questionable. I've even stolen. I mean, I stole from a rich guy. Okay, like he was from Singapore. He had like a ton, and I was desperate, and I took his wallet, and I've done that before, but it was because like it was getting dry at the club and I had no choice. You know what I mean? So maybe this person had no choice, but still, yeah, I'm a bitch. That guy's a dick. You know what I mean?
Comes around.
Yeah. So like that's what I do. Like I'm doing my best as I can to live a positive life. And I think also life also just they want to see like how you react to this situation.
Yeah.
Which pathway are you going to take? And they give you that choice.
Yeah. You can keep spiraling downwards and keep getting negative and let more and attract more negative situation.
Yeah.
Or you can be like, okay, stop the cycle, the vicious downward spiral, and just be like, okay, it happened. What can I do now to move past this and move forward and learn from this, and hopefully, like not have this happen again to me, or at least know what to do next time.
Yeah.
And now you're sharing this story with people who are maybe also Uber driver or
do not
DoorDash.
Do not pick up phone calls ever.
Yeah, or now they hear your story, and if they hear that happen, the same thing, they're like, oh, I know that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Click. So. It's scammers are getting more and more smart about like how to scam people. So they're getting really clever. So yeah, it's a very unfortunate. That's
very
so
unfortunate and very
so shitty, especially right after Christmas. You're like, fuck.
Yeah, it was like right after Christmas, but I also think it was like everything happens for a reason. We've talked long enough that. Everything fucking happens for a reason. And it's just your perspective. Like, what decision are you going to make? Like, what kind of perspective and view and where's your like heart at? And then I feel like because towards the end I was like, you know what? Me and Joseph both accepted it and just we're like, we can't blame one another.
Yeah.
We just accept it and move on. And I feel like we've become closer from that. experience. You know what I mean? It was an unfortunate event, but I appreciate for it unlocking another level in our relationship.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of different projects that I've pitched to him for a really long time, and he just like didn't want to do it. But now he's like, oh, he's come to, just because that happened yesterday, we went through it together. He's like okay, let's do everything that you mentioned. Like, let's do all these different projects that you want to do.
Oh, nice.
Like, all right, I'm in now.
Yeah.
And so I'm just like, okay, well, that happened.
Nice.
So it comes into like a nice circle that things happen for a reason, guys. And it's just, you just gotta stay positive. You can scream, you can kick and moan about it, but like in the end, just come terms to it, and I think things will come to a better outlook.
Yeah.
In the end.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh my gosh, Liz, fuck.
Crazy, right? Man. Like, how could all this happen in 1 week? Like, something happened last week, and then something that happened this week, and it's hard to think that you're not like pulling, you're like not making all these happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But everyone's got shit happening. Like, look at all those people that got in a car accident. You know what I mean? Like, they're just normal people like us dealing with shit. Everyone has shit.
Very true. Very true.
Yeah. So I mean, I just say, just move on.
Yeah.
Move on. Get yourself going again. And
Don't let it stop you from wherever your goals are, and just keep going.
Yeah.
So that's what happened.
That's what happened. That's the crazy story that happened.
And like, I got in, and me and Liz were setting up the cameras and everything. And Liz like, I got stuff to tell you, but I'm gonna tell it on the podcast. So I'm like, damn, okay. Oh man, Liz.
It is wild. But I mean, it is what it is. And
I mean, at least you're okay from the first story. You didn't get kidnapped or anything like that, and got into that, room, got forced into that room with the crackheads or meth heads. And, the money, $300 is quite a bit, but it's not $1,000. It's not.
Yes.
It's not like they wiped your bank account.
Oh my God! Or if they took my investments, like
yes. So it could be a lot worse.
It could be a lot worse.
Yeah,
it's good. It's just it was it was a test of my morale. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're coming off from work and just you're so tired, and then this happens to you, and you're just like, nah. Fuck. But I'm really thankful to talk to you and like also have this podcast, because it just kind of gives you an outlet, and you're like, oh, if I tell my story, it might help out other people too, maybe. Maybe not be the same circumstance, but like, hey, just watch out. Just watch out.
Never know, especially around the holidays, around this time, like people are scheming.
How rude, right? It's rude. Like,
it's
crazy.
That's definitely not the holiday spirit. That's horrible.
No, it's not. It's so bad.
But it's good, Liz, that you have the the best attitude that you can have about it.
Yeah. And it feels much better even talking about it too. Yeah. Like I last night, because Joseph talks to David and Kevin all the time, and they were like texting. He was like, "Liz just got scammed." They're like, "Damn. Sorry, Liz." Like, that's fucked up. And just was like, I'll fucking kill him if I can find him. And I'm like, it's not even fucking worth it. Even though I hate this guy and he sucks, but like, it's not worth it in the end, because we need to move on with our lives. And
no, again, it's like, especially when you're driving and you get that phone call and you're like, oh,
fraudulent. Don't give the order to the customer. Like, you're just like, it puts you in a alert mode. You know what I mean?
Totally. Yeah. It's just, again, very clever the way they run their operation now. So,
well, one guy on Reddit, he lost, and I wrote in the thread, he lost $1,800.
Oh,
that sucks. I was like, I am truly sorry. I am truly sorry. I know my amount doesn't amount to anything of yours.
Yeah.
It still hurts. I understand some of your pain.
Oh, totally. Oh, man. Again, you just don't think that would happen to you, and then it does, and it's just like, yeah, you can't help but like blame yourself, but at the same time be like, you know, it happened and I just have to move on. I can't keep dwelling on it and it just won't, nothing productive will happen, you know? So, man.
It could be definitely a big trigger, but I was just like, it just also tests that whatever we've been doing, you know, in the last couple months is working. And it was just a way to find out if what we're practicing is working, or is this the talks on here on Mooncakes working? And it is working.
Yeah. I think if we didn't have this podcast and you just like, you know, just doing your thing every day, working, and then this happening, you just be like, fuck.
Yeah.
It's just like, I
feel
think
lonely.
I feel lonely. Just feel like, but I feel like this podcast and us talking, us meeting at least once a week gives us a chance to just like express like any shit that's going down in our lives and just be like, share that and put that out there and just like,
expel it.
This is what happened to me.
Yeah.
This is shitty. This sucks. Hope it doesn't happen to you.
Yeah.
But learn from our mistakes.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? Yeah, I think it's just like learning from, hopefully someone will learn from your mistake and just be like, oh, wow, like if I get anything similar to that, I know not to do that.
Yeah, yeah.
And so that's nice. Someone can learn from that.
I'm glad because I want to save you the sorrow. It's a painful moment.
It's a painful moment.
It's so dramatic. It's like, no. Like,
why?
And there's rain pouring.
I know. It's raining and shit. It's all dark and gloomy.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. It's so painful. But yeah. No, when you're telling me the story, I'm like, oh no. I know where it's going.
It's like you see a movie and you know where it's going.
It's heading.
And you're like, you're just waiting for the bad shit to happen.
You're just like, yeah, they asked me for all these like input and my codes and I gave them my codes. I'm like, no.
I know. It sucks. No. It sucks. Oh my God.
Elizabeth, why? You're so vulnerable at this moment.
So vulnerable. I can see how hypnosis can happen. You know what I mean? Because they said hypnosis doesn't work on everyone, but it's just like you get them sleepy. Right? You get them sleepy, and then like it's just like you're so. It's so easy to like bend you. You know?
Yeah, you're
I
just powerless at that point. You're just like susceptible to
like, you're
anything
very susceptible.
They say you're gonna right.
Yeah, you want me to cluck like a chicken? You're like, why are they doing that? Like, why are they on stage and why are they dancing like that when they command you? It's like I would tell that, no, fuck you, I'm not gonna do this. You know?
Yeah.
But I mean, they volunteered to go on there, and I mean, they got sleepy or whatever, tranced, whatever, and they just do whatever that person tells you to do.
Yeah, man.
In this case, it was used for evil.
Used for evil. Pure evil.
Pure evil. You suck, you dick.
Yeah, if you're listening to this podcast, that you scammer,
eat a dick.
Eat a dick.
Eat a dick.
Choke on a dick, man.
And a dirty asshole. With dirty little pieces of leftover tissue in that butthole, and you chew on it.
Yeah, you chew on it. Hope you get Omicron. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. Hope you get that flu.
Oh my God.
I mean, obviously, I don't wish death upon you, but I hope you get an uncomfortable sore throat. God. Oh my God. I hope it's hard for you to breathe a little bit when you go up the stairs.
Oh, Debbie's getting vengeful. Real vengeful there. Damn.
Don't want you to die, but I just want you to have a little bit of suffering because that was not cool to scam people.
She put the curse on you. Curse you. Curse you, sir.
Yeah, it's that's really shitty that you went through all that, Liz. But yeah, you
shitty.
You lived through it, and you lived through another day, and you learned. And so, on that note, we're gonna take a little break, and we'll be right back.
Break time,
and we are back.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Oh, you got some gating going on there. You know that's what it's called, like gating, like.
I didn't know that.
Back.
So yeah. Anyways, be like Liz, you guys. Shitty things happen. have a good perspective, right?
Move on. And I mean, if you don't have a good perspective from the beginning, I mean, it took me a long time to get to this.
Mm-hmm.
And like we said, it all came from talking about things.
Being able to process it, you know, and just see it from a different perspective. It's like, you're just like, okay, like, yeah, you can react really negatively right away and just be like, which happens. You can just like, fuck, but then at some point you just have to let it go.
Yeah.
That's what you did.
Because really, if you don't let it go, you're like living in the past, right?
Yes,
you can't really move on.
Letting it consume you and just not moving on. And then in a way they win.
Yes.
We don't want them to win.
No.
We want them to lose.
The darkness wins. No, we don't want that to happen. So yeah.
Yeah. So wait, on a lighter note, let's get into just talking about something like, you know, you were talking about you were mentioning it about how like guys want to know. Guys have some men have issues of being in a long-term relationship, and they were talking to some dating coach, or
I don't know if he was a dating coach. I feel like I should have saved it, but it was an older gentleman talking to a group of maybe our age, like a group of guys in the audience, or maybe sometimes a little bit younger. And they're all wondering why they can't all keep a long-term relationship. And he said most of the time, like, he's like, you're not creating a safe space for women. Like, if they want to take off their makeup, do an ugly cry, or, you know, they just fart or whatever, like, you have to make them feel safe 100%.
Like they can truly let their guard down, let their... You know, because we don't wear makeup 24/7. Like there's like moments where we don't have makeup on, and that's okay. And it's nice to be in a safe space where someone accepts you, all of you, even with or without makeup, and still find you beautiful. Even if you fart, even if you queef during sex.
So that's where we want to go. But I remember, like, when I first dated Joseph, I think I fell in love with him because he encouraged me to fart.
Oh,
he was like, go ahead. I know you need to. Go ahead, just do it. He's like, really? Like, I think it's sexy that you can fart. And I was like, thank you. I'm like, wow, that's so supportive. You know what I mean? Like, you won't think I'm not sexy after this. And he was just complete, and it made me feel safe. And I really like resonated with this guy's message of making a safe space for women.
Yeah.
And also, This is something that doesn't get talked about. Like, when we were growing up, our parents didn't come up to us and say, hey, sometimes when you have sex, you're going to make a sound from your nani that sounds like a fart, but it's really not.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
And you get self-conscious. I mean, can you tell me if you like to share? When was your first queef that you could remember? And how did you feel at that initial moment? And how did your partner react to it?
I just remember laughing. I just thought it was so funny. I wasn't embarrassed. I was just like, because it came from both of us. It came from like both of us, like, you know, making love, and it made that sound.
Yeah.
And it's like, blip, blip. It's just like it's so hilarious, and it's just like, oh my gosh, like it's just so funny. It's just like trapped air, you know, it's just trying to get out, and you have pressure coming in, and of course it's gonna make that sound. It was just the funniest thing. And I remember, like, I was laughing, he was laughing, and it was just this moment of just like the human body. What a funny, what a funny thing. Like, this is supposed to be like a sexy moment. Yeah. And it's like not.
Like, it's so fun. Yeah, it's supposed to be a sexy, hot, like, moment.
Steamy moment.
And then it's just like a gag.
Yeah, exactly.
A natural gag that happens to your body, you know? Yeah. And I'm really glad that you had a really positive
it was
experience, and like your partner was cool about it.
Yes, totally.
And you guys
cool
laughed about it. I think that's actually the way it should be, right?
Exactly.
Is like, oh yeah, I don't give a shit. Like, she's still hot, you know? We're still gonna make love.
Yeah. Still attractive. But still attracted to each other.
Yeah.
But I never I was never embarrassed. Like, oh my God. Like, I just thought it was just so funny. And it's just like, just came out of nowhere. You're like, whoa. And it makes this funny sound. And you're just like, it's just like, queefing is like, you know, it's just a fart sound, basically.
Yeah.
And it's just like, again, it was just like a funny moment. And I was not embarrassed. I was just, I can see how some people would be, some women would feel embarrassed.
Oh, yeah.
But I was able to have that perspective of like, well, we both created this sound.
Yeah, yeah.
This was not on my own accord.
Well, a lot of women, and I would probably fit in that category, is like, because it initially is vibrating, the air is vibrating out of you most of all. Like, I thought that was just me, you know what I mean? Like, so it was when I first queefed, like, I think it was really embarrassing. And I just I didn't hear much about it. I didn't hear a lot of people talking about queefing when I was younger and stuff. So it's just like, you think that like having sex is like a very hot, steamy, like you have to be really sexy and stuff like that to be like wanted. So I didn't really have that like positive experience as you did. Did you know what a queef was before it happened?
Yes, I think I did.
Oh, you did?
I had an idea of what it was. But then also, when it happened, it also made sense to me too, of like what causes it and everything. Like, obviously, like I just put 2 and 2 together and like, well, that air, and you're trapping air in there and it makes a sound. And you're like, and it's just a human sound. It's just such a human thing.
And he made you feel safe.
Yeah, because I was laughing. I think there's confidence in that too. Like,
it is.
To be able to laugh at yourself and laugh at the moment and laugh at each other. Laugh with each other.
Yeah.
It's just like so because I was like thought it was hilarious and he thought it was hilarious and we both thought it was hilarious. So I think that's like it depends on the person, really. I can see how women can be, oh my god, like quiet, like, oh my god, I can't believe I just did that. But
I just pretend like it never happened. Like the first couple times it happened, because it wasn't with, Joseph. It was with like some of the clients that I was seeing, you know what I mean? Because we're supposed to be like this sexy, just like girl of your dreams, like kind of deal. So like you're like doing the sexy dance and like, and then like you're doing it, and then it's just like
yours a deep one.
Or I don't know. It's like it's different all the time, like or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's just you just kind of have to like pretend you don't talk about it, because first of all, you guys don't know each other most of the time.
Yes.
And it's just a weird thing. But no, I don't think I've ever had a client be like laughing at it like me and Joseph would, So I just wanted to bring that up because this guy, he was really saying the truth. Like if you're anybody and you want a long-term relationship, you really need to provide that safe space for people. And I feel like
both parties, not just the men,
not just the
women
men
too,
but the women too.
Need to be let guys be allowed to be vulnerable and sensitive, and let their guard down, and let them not have to be this macho guy all the time. Let them be able to cry in front of you and not be like, I've seen like women judging other men for crying.
I know,
in front of them, and they're just like, ew, like I am not attracted to men crying.
No, because
that's so sad.
Yeah, they have more heart, more emotions to care for you. You know what I mean? They'll feel what you feel. Yeah. They won't be this like this cold, statuesque, stoic individual.
I think men are expected by society to be tough, and not to show any tears or anything like that. And then women are supposed to be this hairless, like, being with like beautiful body and just like perfect skin and makeup, perfect everything, waking up flawless and everything, and just have this like standard of beauty they have to continually chase, while men have this standard of like masculinity that they have to chase. And so if we on both sides can create a safe space where we can let those guards down, let those standards, those expectations just out the window, and just be like, hey, this is me without makeup. Or like, hey, I cry when I watch Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah.
Whatever. Like, just like let men have their moment to be able to express themselves emotionally, and let women express themselves, and let let them express themselves like without the physical makeup and everything like that, and just and can fart and queef and whatever.
Yeah,
and, like,
yeah.
Not have you like think less of each other. And I think you're right. It's creating a safe space for each other to just let the guards down and just let them let one another be themselves. And I think that's what it is when you find your best friend, right?
Yeah.
Like,
definitely.
Your best friend, you just like, you don't care if they do these things. You still, you find your best friend in another, and they're in your significant other, and they are your best friend. And yeah, they can fart, they can do all these things, and you're just like, I still love them. I still care about them.
You're just like oblivious to, or like you're just like nice. Yeah.
But I do know, like, there's some couples out there that do not like to think each other that way of like farting or anything like that, which is kind of weird for a lot of people. But there's some people out there. I know a couple that the guy he does not like the idea to know that his wife farts.
Damn, that's really harsh, because it's like you're in bed and like, what if she just let one out and it's like she's disgusting now?
I don't know.
Damn,
like
that's
pooping, farting, like doesn't even want to think about it.
Sounds so like very rigid and like traditional style or something like that.
It does.
Like, my wife is this like Barbie trophy wife, kind of ideal. But it's a free country. You can live any way you want to.
Yeah.
But I would feel like in another 10 years that would be exhausting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I want to feel beautiful as like the farting, burping woman I am.
Yes,
it's just like, I don't look great. I mean, we took pictures last night because I was just like, let's take some pictures. Let's take some funny pictures in bed. You know what I mean? And I have like my hair cap on, and I got my moo on.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, my face is all squished up, and it's just like, he loves that. You know what I mean? Like, I really appreciate that he can love me for the way I look. It's just like,
You just be silly and just like, again, not have to be put like just your whole face on and like lashes and all that. Like,
yeah.
You just be your moo and a hair cap, and you're like, I still think I'm still just as attracted to you like this, or even with makeup on.
It
like,
feels
you're still,
so good.
Yeah, and I know Joseph like for a long time now too, and you can just tell how much he adores you. Just adores you, and just like thinks you're beautiful and just the way you are. And that's like that's an amazing thing to have.
Yeah.
Like, you both find each other, love each other just the way each other are, like just accepting of everything. And that's what a lot of people want.
I mean, she makes it sound great, and it is great, but we also have a lot of things that we need to work on. And
of course.
It's always
with
a
any
work
relationship.
Progress for sure. And there's still times where I'm not 100% great at making him feel safe. You know what I mean? I'm still working on that. Sometimes he'll present me with a problem, and it catches me off guard, and I react in not so positive way. But the most important thing is that we are constantly forgiving each other.
Yeah.
Sometimes he doesn't want to forgive me, but I make him, and we get over it and stuff like that. But it's just a work in progress. But it is very, very nice to create a safe space. Like, even like, I kind of wanted him to be healthier. I wanted him to like be leaner and stuff, and just for his health wise, because I know his family has a record of bad hearts, and I just don't. And that guy, he likes to eat anything, like everything, anything. Like, even today, like David was like, "All right, don't hurt yourself. Like, just eat enough to enjoy yourself. Don't hurt yourself, okay?" Like, and just like, you're right. But even though I just love everything the way his body is, you know what I mean? Like, he's got a little tummy and a little bit of like man boob. Sorry, babe, but like, I love grabbing his man boobs. It like brings me comfort. It's like one of those squishy stress balls.
Yes.
And I just like do it to his boob while I'm watching like 90 Day Fiance. It brings me great comfort. And it's not always gonna be like that. Like, I know Joseph gets in his like mode where he wants to be active and stuff, and But just like I even appreciate his body. I think it's beautiful. You know what I mean? No matter what shape and size. And I feel like that helps him to view his body in a positive way and just to keep working on it.
Yeah.
And I probably would want him to come on here because he suffered being bulimic for a really long time. Like when we first started dating, like I mean, I couldn't get him to stop throwing up for let's say how long? Maybe like 5 years or something like that.
Wow.
4 or 5 years or something like that. And it was really rough. And he said he wanted to be more open about it. He said he wanted to come on here and talk about it and stuff. Good. And like, I don't know too much about bulimia.
Yeah. I only know like just kind of the minimum, like the definition of it.
Like
all.
You throw up after you eat because you're scared.
But I have no idea the psychological thoughts that run through someone's head to someone who has bulimia.
Yeah.
And that'd be interesting to know.
Yeah. I've never met anyone with bulimia, or I wasn't like aware of that they had bulimia. But yeah, Joseph, like I was kind of shocked when I found out when we were dating, like he was bulimic. And I thought it was just like kind of like a phase thing.
Yeah.
But that was wrong of me. And I didn't know. I wasn't really familiar with it. But yeah, it was a long battle, but he got over it. And I just love any shape he is in.
Yeah.
He like shines from within, you know what I mean? How he takes care of me and cares for me. And it's just like, you couldn't put a cover on that good soul, like whatever cover, you know what I mean? It's
he has a good heart.
Yeah, good heart. Is so hard to come by and stuff. But
yeah, this guy's I mean, for people who don't know him, like he's just a sweetheart, not just to Liz, but to everyone that, you know, is friends of Liz, the family, his own friends. Like he just has a good heart. Like he opens our car doors for us and everything, and holds the umbrella, like just like very gentleman-like, very chivalrous, and just has a lot of just always thinking about other people.
Yeah.
He knows he's always anticipating like, oh, what do they need next? And he'll be like one step ahead of you and like just making sure like just to help out, you know? Yeah. And that's just the kind of person he is, like acts of service.
Yeah.
And that's like, I feel like is definitely one of his love languages, acts of service.
And it feels so good because it's like, you guys are my sisters, you know, and he truly like, I mean, it just feels nice when your partner is treating your like extended family like that, you know, with just like such like sincerity and stuff. It's a good feeling all around.
Yeah. It's just like feeling taken care of, not just like he's taking care of your family and friends too. And like, he's just a really great guy.
So good to my mom. Oh my god, I don't even
so good.
Like yesterday, like I told you like we were cooking Christmas dinner. I mean, we weren't even supposed to, right? And like he cooked the sausages just like how my mom likes it. She likes it kind of a little burnt. And she loves it like that. And Joseph's like, I know exactly how she likes her sausages. Gives it to her and she's like, this is burnt too much. And I'm like, oh my god, that's exactly how you like it. You crazy woman. You crazy mom. But
can't please them all.
Yeah,
Jeez.
but I think he shines for even trying.
Yeah, for even just putting that effort and stuff. Yeah. Like he even like I ordered was it molitas?
Yeah,
I ordered molita and like I ordered carne asada, and I ordered just that one time with you guys.
Yeah,
but we went the second time and we went through the drive-through. He ordered my carne asada molita. And I didn't even tell him.
Aww, see,
he remembered my order.
Yeah, he remembers.
From weeks ago.
Yeah.
And he remembered my order. I wasn't sure if he like just ordered for himself, but I know he likes it with carnitas.
Yeah.
So I was like, is the carne asada molita for me?
For me?
He's like, yeah. Like, you remembered my order?
That's sweet.
That's so fucking sweet.
Yeah. It's just a little shit like that. You know what I mean?
So like, just it's not the big things. It's the little things like that really add up, that you're just like, you're such a great guy.
Right? See, guys, you don't need a ton of money to be great, like so sweet like that. You know what I mean? You get brownie points for like that shit.
That's the stuff that women love. It's not getting like buying you a Gucci or Prada bag or like it's none of that stuff. It's the little things like that, like remembering your order or when you're not feeling well and going out and getting your favorite thing or getting takeout. Or, like just stuff like that. It's like you just know that you're taken care of.
Yeah.
And like I'm not even dating the guy, and he like remembers my like order. Yeah, like, that's so sweet
because he genuinely loves you and cares for you. You know what I mean? Like you're not only my best friend. Like you are his like really really like a sister. Yeah, he says sister. You know, Debbie's my sister. You know.
Yeah, and that's like just so sweet, and just to know that you're just he's just such a people person.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, he's such a people person, and he's just a good person.
That's why I was like, dude, hun, like, trust me, do these creative projects with me.
Yeah.
Because, like, I mean, when we were working on for other people's stuff, like, that's their other people's stuff. You know what I mean? Like, we have a free, like, internet access. Anyone can create a small stage for themselves, just like we have.
Yes.
So I was like, dude, hun, like, people love you, but you just need to put yourself out there. You know, let's do, like, a small project. Oh, maybe one video a week. You know what I mean? Who was so resistant? He was just like, nah, I don't want to do it. And I'm like, fuck.
It's tough. It's tough because, you know, you want to want to do it, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Because you can't just force anybody, right?
No,
they have to be in that kind of mindset.
Yeah.
But also, it's like, like Joseph has such a great personality, and like people love, and you have a great personality too.
Thank you.
Together, like people love you guys together.
Yeah, and all we want to do is like recommend stuff, just like how we recommend things to people and like all of our friends, you know, like or we'll be like, oh, we like this show or this movie or like this thing.
Yeah.
Like we like this thing.
Yeah,
it's just basically like that in a 7-minute form, or like just talking about it really quick, and then that's it. Like just practicing. Being in front of the camera. And so he was really reluctant, but finally he was like, after what happened yesterday, he was like, all right.
All right.
You know what I mean? And that's what you do with loved ones. You create a safe space, but also sometimes you got to give them that little uncomfortable push.
Yes.
And you have to fight for it.
That's very true.
Yeah.
No, I'm excited that whatever you guys create, it's your best friend, you know, like you're going to create something with your significant other. Like, It's gonna be great.
Oh, we'll see how it happens. We're just gonna have fun with it, you know, just do our thing on it. But yeah, guys and women too. If it doesn't take a lot of money to be nice, and to be noticed. You know what I mean? It's like if that person really loves you, they'll appreciate those things.
Totally. And if the person doesn't appreciate it and they overlook that, and it just goes over their head, they take you for granted, ask yourself if that's the kind of person you want to be with.
And if you fart from your pussy while you guys are having sex and they don't find you sexy anymore, then they weren't sexy from the beginning. Okay,
they weren't. Yes,
no, exactly. They weren't, because someone that's really sexy will laugh at them, laugh at that, and just move on.
Exactly. So, I mean, since the holidays and everything, and kind of you've been like sticking at home on Christmas Day, like, have you been watching any good stuff?
I watched Klaus.
Is that a scary movie?
No, it's a very sweet friendship movie.
Oh, Klaus. Is that the animation?
Yeah, the animation. It's like an older one.
Okay, yes. I didn't watch
I'm not really that crazy about like Christmas stories and stuff. But this one was really like, it's kind of our humor. It's about an entitled son of a postmaster, or his dad owns the whole of the postal service in that world.
Got it.
And he's entitled. His dad wants him to like grow up, be mature and stuff, and he just loves his silk sheets and just wants to play all day. He wants to be that rich little boy, you know? So his dad sends him to a poor, scary neighborhood and was like, hey, you need to get 6,000, what's it called? Like letters out. You have to deliver 6,000 letters by the end of the year, or all your privileges are gone. So he's entitled. He goes to this scary place, and then he meets this guy that looks like Santa Claus and stuff, but they spark a friendship, and they both change for the better. And it's really cute and funny friendship story. I would really recommend it. You can watch it even though Christmas is over. I think it's just
It's
all
a great
around
story. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I watched. I'll check that out. I watched with my sisters. We watched The Last Duel.
The Last Duel.
It has Adam Driver in it, Matt Damon, Ben Affleck.
Oh my
Has
god!
three people, but it takes place in like medieval times, kind of.
Oh my god! Yes, I saw a commercial, but I didn't watch it. It's
good.
good.
It's good. It's good.
I can't. What a fantastic cast!
It's called The Last Duel, and the premise is basically, one of the guys, Matt Damon. I forget how to say his name, but his wife that plays his wife in the movie, she basically gets raped by one of these other guys, and it's like it goes through chapters, like the movies divide up in chapters, and it's told in each character's perspective of the same story, and you as the audience get to see like how so and so remembers it, how so and so remembers it. Oh my
gosh!
And it's like, yeah, and it's very interesting, and it's just well done.
Oh my goodness!
So yeah,
this is the one where Matt Damon kind of has like a mullet.
Yes.
Yeah, because I was like, dude, who? He kind of looked like another comedian that's kind of well known.
Oh, okay.
So his name's like Theo Vaughn, but he's kind of like a Midwest comedian and stuff. But he has the same hairstyle, and Matt Damon kind of looks different in that movie.
Yeah.
So I was like, wait, what? That's Matt Damon, but it looks like that comedian. But it looks really good. Is it intense? It's intense.
It's intense. And then Ben Affleck is in it too, and Ben Affleck has blonde hair in it. It looks hilarious. I can't take his character seriously.
Yeah,
he has blonde hair, and he's a brunette usually.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. They should have just kept him brunette.
I know. I don't know why they made him blonde.
Yeah.
And his hair reminds me of like Mugatu from Zoolander.
Oh
you know, like Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
It looks so ridiculous.
That's so...
Besides that, it's a good movie.
Yeah, that sounds really good. I mean, I might have to just put that on tonight.
Yeah. It's intense. I think Joseph would like it too.
Yeah.
So yeah, I didn't check that out.
Well, if you guys want to know, I'm gonna put all these recommendations on our Facebook. I think that's where I like to put down all of our recommendations. So like, you guys can just scroll down, and we have a bunch of recommendations on there.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been watching, and then of course me and my sister have been watching Pen 15. Catch up on that.
What are you on season 3 already?
It's like it's called season 2 part 2.
Is that what it is? I mean,
they call it that.
I just know that I watched 2 seasons. I'm on like a third.
Yeah.
Like that. So I just thought that, but
we're watching a third season 2
part 2. Part 2. Okay.
I don't know why you call it that.
That's how they want to do it. All right.
But yeah, we're getting through it. So
we'll also put that down. Yeah.
Yeah. But no, it's good stuff, and like, you know, like there's so many, as you know, you and Joseph know, like, there's so much shows out there and movies and everything.
Much.
I really want to watch. I haven't watched it yet, but it's in theaters. Probably not a good time to watch things in theaters right now because of COVID.
Yeah.
But I really want to watch Spider-Man No Way Home.
Is that the live action, or is that the second part? Okay.
Live action. The latest Spider-Man.
I haven't. That's why my mom was kind of crazy, because it's her vacation right now. She extended her vacation for like a week and a half or something like that. She's just been binging on Spider-Man.
Oh. What?
Yeah. She likes Spider-Man. She watched Claws. She loved Claws because she loves animation and stuff. She like turns into like a little child.
Oh yeah. It's like my mom too.
Yeah, I like
with animation.
Yeah, it's so strange, and I mean it's cute. But she's been like binging on all the Spider-Man, even the animation one. But this is the third live action with this version Spider-Man, right?
Yes, the latest. Tom Holland is the latest Spider-Man, and everyone keeps saying it's really good. But
what intrigued you about it, other than like other people telling you that it's really good?
I just like the actor too. I think he's very endearing. I like Zendaya, his love interest, and
I think they are going out with each other in real life, right? So people
that's
are.
what they say.
I think that's one reason.
I don't think they ever said like we're going out with each other.
Yeah.
Everyone can tell their body language and the way they act. And touching each other like they're going out with each other.
Which makes the movie even more exciting because of the chemistry.
Yeah, exactly. And it's so funny because it's like this. It's like the Spider-Man thing, like not the Spider-Man curse because it's not a curse, but like it's like every new Spider-Man, whether it's Tom Holland or the last Spider-Man characters that played, like Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
They all fell in love with their MJ.
Oh,
and dated them.
So,
Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone.
Really? I didn't know that.
They were dating.
Well, because I don't really keep up with like who's dating them, but like
they all dated their MJ co-star.
That's the curse of Spider-Man.
I mean, it's not a curse. It's like the
it just happens.
Uncanny thing. Yeah, it just happens.
I guess these roles, because the characters are so strong within them.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it just draws them together.
It just draws them together. So yeah, they definitely have this thing. But you know what? Also, I want to watch. What? I haven't watched yet, but it's on Joseph's account, the movie account. Don't Look Up.
Yeah, that looks good too because it has
Jennifer Lawrence, Leonardo DiCaprio.
It's such a crazy crew.
Yeah, and the whole premise is again like the premise is a comet is coming hurling towards Earth.
And nobody gives a fuck.
Nobody exactly.
Yeah, no one wants to listen to any of the scientists. Like no one wants to listen to the voice of reason. They're just like, I'd much rather like play Nintendo or I don't know, like gaming or whatever. Like no one cares. It's coming and no one cares.
Exactly.
That also looks like
that looks like a pretty like dark comedy. There's fun.
Yeah,
funny.
Definitely.
So yeah, those are the kind of things I'm looking forward to watching. But yeah, those are the ones that I kind of want to watch.
What are you interested at all with this new Disney movie called Encanto?
Oh yeah, I was gonna bring that up. I don't know.
Did you watch it?
I haven't watched it.
I watched it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because David recommended it, and
nice.
And at first because it kind of threw me off because when I saw a billboard for it, it just looked like too busy. Like it had so many characters. I was just like, how are they gonna like make this work? I was surprised.
Okay, we'll check it out.
Yeah, you guys should definitely check it out. I really thought it was like fresh. It was
nice.
I felt like the story was relevant. I really like the main character, and it's just about family bonding.
Okay.
You know, like you can have so many people around you. You can have so many, and you guys can be in the same space, but are you guys really bonding? That's like what the whole movie is about.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, and it makes you kind of like look back like how is your relationship with everyone?
Okay.
Yeah, so I thought that was really it's a cool movie. I thought.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah,
we'll check that out as well.
Check out Encanto.
What is that? Does Encanto mean singing or something, or what does Encanto mean?
I don't know, but to me, I don't know.
Enchanted.
Let's look it up.
The Spanish Encanto.
It sounds enchanted, right?
Enchanted.
Encanto.
I feel like it sounds
like an incantation.
I thought I meant sing or something, but maybe not. I could be wrong. Yeah, that's curious what that means.
Let's see.
Encanto en español.
Charm.
Like it is like enchanted.
Yeah.
Charm.
Close enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, nice. Check that out. Yeah, there's some family movies. There's some adult stuff, and if you want, I mean, there's this one really good one. It's really intense, but I think it's 1883.
1883.
It's like a western.
Oh, okay.
It's about like people making their way from Texas to the West Coast.
Oh, okay.
Back in that time.
Yeah. And
just showing like how difficult it was. I mean, guys, like modern day, like if you want to drive from California to Texas, there's a huge probability that you're going to come back alive.
Yeah.
I mean, this story, it shows parts of like, you know, Westerns are mostly, they're similar.
Yeah.
Gun shooting, all this stuff. This one kind of shows like different aspects that you just don't really see in a lot of westerns.
Okay.
And one of the main characters is from that movie Tombstone. So it's a character has deeply rooted western roles in him. You know what I mean? And he's way older now, and Faith Hill is in it.
Oh.
Faith Hill, the country singer.
Yeah.
And her husband, and they play as a couple on there.
Oh, okay.
Kind of has a Westworld feel, but they're not in like an artificial world. It's a real Western world.
Yeah.
The main chick kind of looks like Jennifer Lawrence when she was younger. Kind of has like a Dolores feel to it.
Yes.
Kind of like that, but like beautifully shot. Great acting. There's 3 episodes out right now. So that's what's going on.
All right.
If you guys are looking for like a Western, like a crazy Western to watch.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Anything else you want to catch up on?
I mean, honestly, nothing shitty has happened to me. Everything has been great. So I can't
really. Are you sure? I should think hard. Any
shitty stories like that has happened to me? No, nothing. Nothing recent. Everything. I mean, that's why I guess we should be grateful for. Like nothing shitty has happened.
Very grateful.
It's
very
just
grateful.
like it's just been Christmas. Got my Christmas gifts. We did the Secret Santa exchange.
Oh, did you try out your light?
Yeah. Yes. I have been trying.
How do you like it?
I love it. It's just I don't know. I'll probably bring it over sometime or something just to play it. It's just really check it out. It's really cool.
Cool.
It's like it can be controlled on my phone and everything.
Do you want to do a review on it?
I could.
I know we were supposed to do a review on your Polaroid camera thing, which we will get to because I think it'll be interesting. But maybe we could do a review on after you use it for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
So you can see what the pros and cons are.
True. Yeah.
For it, but that's a nice. So you put it on every night.
I do.
And how do you feel like since you've used it? Like, how do you feel like your sleep has been?
It's just like a nice way to ease into my routine of like getting to bed. And it's so nice that's on my phone. Like I can turn it off from my phone or put a scheduled timer.
Yeah, I like that.
So you can like go to sleep to it while it's still on and it turns off your sleep. I haven't done a sleep timer yet, but it's just a nice way to just get me into the zone of going to sleep. And it's been great. And everyone in my family loves it. Like we were watching like movies in the main room, but like we were just having like cheese, like a charcuterie board kind of thing. And I just had that like up in the main room and just playing in the back and a fireplace going on.
Yeah,
and it's just a nice, it's just nice. It was really nice.
It's kind of like almost bringing. What my theory is in the future, magic is really just electronics.
Yes,
you know what I mean, like. Doing all these like it's just really your what's it called shortcuts.
Oh, okay.
Like shortcuts on the mouse pad, like on Apple, you just do like this. Like it depends on how you like position your hands and stuff. I feel like in the future that's basically what it is. Like,
totally.
We're gonna have like some device on us, like a tiny little device or like nanobots inside of us, and it's just like we do a command like this, and everyone like it kind of looks like magic, doesn't it? Not.
Yes.
And so, like, having that is kind of like, in Hogwarts, in their dining room, in their main, and they have the skies. I mean, it's kind of like projecting.
Yeah, man, it feels really magical.
That's really cool.
Yeah, with the galaxy and everything, and it's just nice.
Is it different? It has different modes, right?
It has different modes, but it's pretty much the same like galaxy with the little lasers. You can take off if you don't want the laser green like dots, you can take out the laser lights and just have that. Just have the galaxy part. But you can change the colors. The hue of the colors.
Okay, yeah.
So you can change the colors, and then you can change the speed of the movement.
Ooh, I like it.
It just has a lot of features, and again, it's all controlled on your phone. So you can also connect it to Alexa. I tried to connect it to my Google, but I couldn't get it to work. So I think it's better with Alexa. So you can do voice command later. So I haven't tried that feature yet, but I'm going to try it again, see if I can get it connected to my Google.
Yeah, you keep trying, and then like we can do a review of why that's one of the cons. It's so difficult to connect with it and stuff.
Yeah,
but
that could be.
Yeah, that'd be really neat.
Yeah,
to cover that and stuff. So
it's really fun, and I really enjoy it. That's like my favorite gift. I mean, it's a gift. that my mom had no idea to get me, but I knew that I wanted.
Yeah.
So it was a nice gift. But everyone got like everything they wanted, like needed or something, and my sister.
Did your mom like her gift?
Yeah,
the matching raincoat
she got a
and
raincoat
umbrella. Did she like it?
She loved it. She loved it. Yeah.
Oh my god.
She was really happy about it. It's like, it's a feminine raincoat.
Yeah.
So.
It's the raincoat just to grab. You know what I mean? Like you don't need to go through a lot of other raincoats. You just grab that one and it's the one.
Yeah, exactly. So she likes it a lot. And it was a great and it's been raining, so she's been
It's very winter
very nice.
weather. Yeah. Because usually we have great weather in Christmas and on Halloween. It's kind of usually warm. But this year's just been
rainy.
Yeah, just
gloomy.
Yeah, and it's making people like stay indoors and stuff, which and getting like stuff like this. I mean,
yeah, actually today, like me and my twin, we grabbed like some takeout food. I don't know if you ever had it, but I don't know how to say it. It's like a Cambodian / kind of Chinese noodle dish, but it's like dry noodles, like egg noodles with like all these different meats and like proteins and like veggies and like stuff, and then with a side of soup. So you can combine them together if you want, or you can just eat them separately.
I don't think I've tried that.
It's so tasty.
Oh, that sounds really good.
So good.
Which restaurant did you guys go to?
We went to one. There's one that's usually down on Brookers near us, near Banh Mi Cali. Yeah, but it was closed today, so we found an alternative that was a little bit in Westminster, a little further down. But yeah, once it opens up again, we should definitely go. I'll definitely take you.
Yeah.
It's
After
really
this
good.
Omicron,
You'll love it.
Yeah, I would love it.
But yeah. So, but anything you want to say before we?
Oh yes, I want to. We would like to invite those other people that are creative listening to this. We would love to really invite you guys to, send in your music or your artwork, and if you guys want, we would love to like showcase it on here. And I mean, I know I really appreciated our get together on Wednesday, and we had a small little get together here, and we had hot dogs and champagne. And hung out in the patio, and then we had a little art gallery in my garage downstairs, and it was really nice. I mean,
so nice. I loved it.
It was really chill, and it was just like a nice way to like show everyone my artwork and stuff. And I have also a little video that I can put up later on. I'll put that up.
Nice.
I got pretty drunk because I was so tired. I only had like 4.5 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
And then I got up and I was like working on the house and stuff and getting ready and stuff. So I got drunk too fast. Joseph said that I kept on going to people and like trying to start a story, and then I'll just like dwindle off, and then I'll just go to another. And then like I would just keep doing it, and I was like, fuck, like I don't remember doing that. Like, wow, I was super drunk and tired.
It's all good. It's all good. No, you're definitely towards the end, you're like slurring your words a little bit. You're just like,
I haven't got that drunk in a long time. But hey, it was my show, my art gallery that I didn't schedule. And it happened, and
you do what you want. You do what you want.
It's my party, and I'll get drunk if I want to.
I love it. I love it.
But I was like, wait, didn't I like? I was coherent. I was telling Joseph, I was coherent, and I walked everyone to their car.
Yes, you did.
And he was like, yes, that is true, but you also were slurring and all that. I'm like, oh shit. I was like, oh my god, messy me.
It's all good.
But yeah, I really appreciated showing my artwork, and I'm like, hey, we have this small little platform. Why not extend that invitation to other people here to show our appreciation, and also to just, like...
We like to see what you guys are doing too. Like,
exactly.
Share your work, and if you haven't shared it yet, share it with us. And we'd love to share it, on our Instagram or wherever, on Facebook, and just promote you too, and just like see what you're up to.
And maybe we can input it on here too, like if you have music or whatever, I could put it in the end, and then I can do like a clip show with people's art and stuff. So yeah, like I mean, if you guys are down for that, go ahead and just
send an email to us. Or I guess the best way is to email to us at mooncakes. I'm sorry, it's mooncakes.podcast@gmail.com.
Yeah.
And then we have Instagram, of course, at mooncakes.podcast. And and then we also have We're also available on all the listening platforms. If you guys enjoyed listening to this, you can listen to our all past episodes on Spotify, Apple, Google. We were on Captivate, and we have the link to all that stuff in our bio in Instagram and all that.
And please check out our YouTube videos. I mean, we just hit our 1,000th. Did I say it right?
Yeah.
1,000th view, and I really appreciate that. It's really awesome.
Really great.
Please check out our little clips. We do like highlights on there, so they're like 7, 10, 15, 20-minute clips on there. Nice. So thank you for the support.
Yeah, it's so awesome, and we appreciate you guys and gals. And yeah, it's just I guess the next time you're hearing this will be, well, I guess we'll probably get together next week and everything too. So,
but Happy New Year, everyone!
Yeah, Happy New Year! Have a Happy New Year. Be safe. Be COVID free,
and tell those scammers to fuck off.
Yeah, fuck you, scammers. But yeah, much love from your Mooncake sisters.
Definitely,
we love you. We appreciate you. And yeah, just take care, and we will talk to you when we talk to you.
All right. Bye. Guys.